demands are not met, most of them or part of it should be met.
Should be met so as to prevent the medical experts from downing tools. Not at this point in time where the sector is going through severe brain drain, and lots of them left the country in some of the past months. So it's a good thing that the National Assembly is intervening in this cases so that he doesn't take us where we don't think we should be at this point in time.
And there's also something, we're preparing for May 29th. It's just around the corner, and there's been a program schedule already. The program is to begin on Thursday, as the federal government has invited 65 world leaders to President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu's inauguration. And the SGF has said, if you do not have any business at the venue, stay away from the inauguration. And President Muhammadu Buhari is to hand over the transition documents to the incoming president on Thursday. That is on the Thursday is 25th of May. So we'll be preparing from the 25th of May, the program would have started, and it would extend until the 29th of May, which is Monday.
The proper handing over, the proper swearing in of the president-elect.
Yes, but quite a number of things to discuss on the review today. And when we come back from this break, the phone lines will be opened. You can do well to call us and send us a WhatsApp message and tell us your top story for today. But it's 7:10 a.m. and we're due for a breather. We'll be back in a moment.
Join us Mondays to Fridays at 7:05 a.m. to 8 a.m. for freshly baked stories on the newspaper review at High Impact 102.1 FM. Follow us on social media at High Impact 102.1 FM or call 0700 1021 1021. You can also send WhatsApp messages to 0907 224 5018. High Impact 102.1 FM, your urban lifestyle station.
Are you looking for an avenue to blast your brand? Why not let us be your detonator at High Impact Radio 102.1 FM? We've got you covered. For advert placement, sponsorship, partnership, call us on 0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, 0902 745 3931, or send an email to info@highimpactstudio.com.
Thank you for staying tuned. You're still listening to Newspaper Review on High Impact 102.1 FM, and Krumale and I are still here taking a look at the dailies this morning. But then, like I said at the beginning of the program, we'll be taking a look at the Punch newspaper, the Guardian, the Vanguard, as well as the Daily Trust newspaper this morning. And the phone lines are opened. You can do well to call us. Let us know your top story for today. The number to call is 0700 1021 1021, 0700 1021 1021. Send a WhatsApp message to 0907 224 5018. We're also streaming live on Twitter at High Impact 1021 FM. Right now, let's take a look at the dailies. As always, let's begin with the Punch newspaper. It has the major caption to say, Tinubu's inauguration programs begin on Thursday as federal government invites over 65 world leaders. And the writer says, stay away from inauguration venue if you do not have business there. That statement is credited to the SGF. And President Buhari hands over transition documents to incoming president on Thursday. You get details on page 2. There's a pictorial representation of beneficiaries. NYSC at 50, President Buhari grants 65 ex-corps members automatic employment and scholarships. You can see the picture of the president as well as other dignitaries and the beneficiaries of this scholarship and automatic employment. Congratulations to them. But you want to get more details on that story, get a copy of the Punch newspaper and just go straight to page 8. Just above that, federal government federal allocation drops again as federal government and state share 655 billion naira That statement is that's a page 17 read on the Punch newspaper. Live broadcast threats to tribunal judges' lives. That's coming from Tinubu's lawyer. There's been this earlier. There was the conversation when the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, gave a petition or talked about how the election tribunal cases in court should be streamed live, should be broadcast live, and that sparked some sort of debate in various sectors and various angles. And Tinubu's lawyer, the president-elect's lawyer, has come out to say that having a live broadcast of this process, of this procedure, is a threat to the tribunal judges' lives.
Yes, I heard that as well, and I think the tribunal is yet to rule on that, to make its ruling. And of course, today also I got to, got notice that Peter Obi of the Labour Party's case will be presented before the tribunal, and debates among legal practitioners will commence along that line as well. Let's see how it goes. It's a topic on its own, and a lot of people are most especially experts and legal practitioners who can only just comment that whilst commenting on the program. They are very, very not to preempt the courts. They're trying to avoid such pitfalls. So let's see how it goes, and leave the tribunal to do their thing.
Yeah, you get details of that story on page 7. In business news, NNPCL begins crude supply to Dangote refinery next week. May 22nd is just around the corner. It's on Monday, and as we prepare for the Dangote refinery conversation, NNPCL begins crude supply to Dangote refinery next week. Get details on page 24. Matawale diverted 70 billion naira with 100 firms. EFCC alleges. That's a page 7 read. Also on page 7, 2 held over U.S. consular official killings. This story is still on the papers. Esther and I took it yesterday, and it's not going to die anytime soon.
It's not until, not just those 2 people being arrested, until they've seen that the government has done justice to that. I don't think the U.S. is going to back down.
But isn't that the appropriate thing to do?
Irrespective of who is killed, whether they are United States consulate officials or they are Nigerians or not. Because when you see reactions concerning that particular story, people start calling and they start asking questions. What about those who have been killed in Benue State by herdsmen or by the herdsmen menace? Just in 2 days, the government or the police officers have apprehended 2 culprits. What about those who have been killed in southern Kaduna within the time? What are the police or what are the law enforcement agents doing there? What about those who have been killed in other parts of Nigeria? And what's the response coming from the security agencies? Well, those are reactions coming from people. So they ask those questions, and if they are asking the questions, at this moment I'll pretend, of course, that it's a rhetorical questions, because they are just asking the questions and not directing it to anyone in that sense.
That's it on that headline. But the last story on the Punch newspaper, on the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning, Osun workers protest as Adeleke begins payroll audit.
Why?
Osun workers protest as Adeleke begins payroll audit. That's on page 12. Krumale, you said why? But then, those are the headlines making the rounds on the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning. Do well to call us. Let us know your top story.